Today we are here in New York's Central Park, and we're going to go ahead and do a walk. It's a Mauihowey live stream. So hopefully you'll come along and we'll take a walk around here and see this great big park. It's been years since I've been here, but I've heard it's really come around. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to start doing a little bit of walking here. Alrighty. You can see New York City in the background here in the backdrop. Hope we get a few people show up. I did a live stream, impromptu live stream last night. So we're going to walk through Central Park. A number of nice little lakes in here. Nobody in the stream. Hopefully we get somebody popping up. Hey Dave, how are you? Thanks for coming. Good to see you. We are in Central Park in New York. Did an impromptu live stream last night. I was a little tipsy to say the least, and actually had a fun time. Times Square was just jamming last night. And we plan to do this one. We're walking in Central Park. It's been many a year since I've come through here. So I don't even remember my way around here. Looks like it's already pretty busy, a lot of people, bikes, so forth. Yeah, I was hoping to get a few people to show up this morning. I might have chased them away last night. I was having too much fun. Another week and we're heading home. Today's Wednesday, so actually 6 days before we head on back. 6 days. So I don't know where I'm going here. We're just walking through Central Park in the middle of New York City. What a beautiful day. We were in Chicago last week and we had weather in the mid-70s. Beautiful sunny days. And then yesterday we got here and it was 69 degrees and sunny, and today it's supposed to be mid-70s again and sunny. We're heading home this evening. Big park. Rent bikes. Last time I was here they had the horse and carriage that would take you around. We did that. We hopped in the horse and carriage and it ran us all around the park. Yeah, actually it's beautiful. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Lumpini in Bangkok. You know, you got all the high rises and big buildings all around with the park in the center. Kind of reminds me of that, but obviously there's so many more people here. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning and there's a lot of people. I'll bet in another hour this place will be jammed. They rent bikes here, rent bikes at the opening there. People walking, waiting for my coffee. Here, take that. First thing in the morning, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts in Chicago and New York is like Amazon back in Thailand. Hope everything's going good for you in Ubon, Dave. I see you trying to follow along a little bit, but with the time difference, it's kind of hard. I haven't been able to jump on your lives. Only one person. Nobody wants to visit me today. Good dog park too, it looks like. Lots of dogs here. So we've had pretty busy 6 weeks here. First 3 or 4 we were busy taking care of business, and then the last 2 traveling. Yeah, I don't worry. People show up okay, I'm happy. Always happy to see my friends, but If they can't make it, I understand. I said the first 3-4 weeks we were here, taking care of business, getting everything all squared away. Now, last 2 weeks we've been traveling, going to see all kinds of stuff. Lots of doggies, lots of people. Baseball diamond down to the right. Keep on walking. A nice day in the park. A lot of happy people, smiling faces.
Oh no, it's the kid parade. Oh god. Is this the same exact time we left?
Come back here, and it's always unique trying to go ahead and figure out the the subway routes here. Look like a spaghetti bowl every time you're trying to go somewhere. Be glad to get out of the, it's starting to warm up now, but it was cool here for quite a long time. I know it's been hot back in Thailand. So soon I'll go from having the heat on at night to going ahead and putting the air con on. Nice walk. And it's looking like this could be one of my shorter live streams. If I don't pick up here in another 5 minutes or so, I'll let it go. Last week we were in Chicago and I did a live stream and I thought, wow, I'm going to have a ton of people. And it was my worst one. And I did the impromptu last night and I had people jumping on all over the place. That was pretty crazy. Beautiful morning here. From New York in Central Park. See all the high rises. Let me turn this around so you can really get a look. These are just going up. Look how tall that is. That's incredible how tall these buildings are here. I mean, in Bangkok we have some huge buildings, and the ones going up here now literally dwarf the ones that are there. It's amazing. I think this one right here to your right and the one to the left are actually at least as tall as the Empire State Building. It's incredible. Keep walking. Yeah, I know that this is usually bad times because my friends here in the States are working now. So they're at work at morning time. And then back in Thailand, it's already 8 o'clock at night. People are having dinner. Hi, Mercy. How are you? Thank you for joining. Good to see you. We are in New York and Central Park. And we're walking around through Central Park. A lot of traffic through here for biking, walking, jogging. Thank you, Mercy. We're out getting our morning walk on. Thank you. Getting our morning walk on here. We'll wander around the park for a while. Hopefully I'll pick up a few people. Said I'll give it probably 5 more minutes, and if we don't pick up anybody, then we'll call it a day. But if we do, I'll keep going.
As opposed to...
Yeah, not a single person from back here on. Everybody's from over there, Southeast Asia. Hey, Mike, how are you? Thank you for coming. We are in Central Park in New York, doing a walk. Beautiful day again. sunny, probably 62, 63 right now. Yeah. I was saying I was here about 35 or 40 years ago. They used to have the horse and carriage that took you through here. And I know you didn't want to come through here in the evening, but it's changed. Everybody's out here, pretty lively actually. A lot of people walking their dogs, a lot of people riding the bikes, jogging. Good exercise place. Show you the buildings around. Take a look behind us again. Show you those. I was just telling the other people, it's incredible how big some of these buildings are getting. I don't know if you could see how tall that is right there. That's incredible. There's some tall buildings in Bangkok, but these dwarf them. These are enormous. Yeah, it's beautiful. Couldn't ask for a nicer day. Couldn't ask for a nicer day to walk. And a lot of people out. They have bikes for rent. Of course, over here, they have these things called city bike. You can rent them everywhere. I don't know how much they cost. I know they had them in Chicago and they weren't too much. But they got these things called city bikes. They're e-bikes, electric bikes, and everybody has them. I've never seen a city with so many electric bikes in my life. Last night we were walking and there was not hundreds, but thousands of bikes. I thought I was in China again. All the bikes, crazy how many bikes were going back and forth. All those e-bikes. Over here in the park, right when we walked in, they were renting regular bikes. We're gonna take the little path here instead of going down the main road. Looking for a little better walk. Welcome to Central Park. So it shows you, not too much here. And we're all the way down there. So we got a couple lakes that we're gonna walk around till we get by the big lake. We'll probably walk around that and head on back. That's our plan for today, for today's live stream. Of course, I might be doing it without the live stream. Right at the beginning where I started, you didn't see that. If you remember the movie Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin, the old lady with the birds, right where I was sitting was where that part was filmed there, where she had all the birds and he comes on up and talks to her. So that was filmed right there. God, there's been so many movies, and Central Park's always, hi Bo, thank you for coming. Yeah, Central Park is always in the movies, but it seems like it's just, let's see, what else? I'm trying to think what was the movie where, is it Green Acres, a TV show where they're living on Park Avenue? Yeah, Park Avenue, and he's looking over Central Park, and then he moves out to the farm. So that's part of it. If you look at my opening photo, it's a picture from up on top of one of these enormous condominiums or townhouses or whatever. Dave, still here, thank you. Thank you for supporting me, I appreciate it. Not a lot of traffic today, but as long as I got a few people, I can talk with them. Won't be long till I get back and see my Surin buddies here, Dave, Bo, Bobby. Haven't talked to Bobby in a few. Such a nice place to walk. I mean, you have this massive, massive city, one of the largest in the world, and then you got a park like this in the middle of it. Never expect it. I said it kind of reminds me of Lumpini back in Bangkok. Yeah, all the pictures they take from up in the townhouses are always in the autumn when all the leaves are changing. It's so beautiful to see all the different colors. Entry points everywhere. This place just walks and walks. Only thing is Lumpini back in Bangkok, you can walk around in maybe 35, 40 minutes around the whole park at the most. And over here, I doubt if we'll even be halfway through it in 30 minutes. Yeah, it's like Mike said, it kind of is the most famous park. I mean, it's in all kinds of movies. Most famous city park around. Everybody knows what Central Park is. So yeah, it's a big, big park here in the middle of the city. See all the buildings right on the outskirts. As opposed to in Michigan, you have the downtown area, and then once you get out, we have parks everywhere, but you never see a park like this with the big buildings right in the middle of the city back in Michigan. Having my morning coffee, drinking my Dunkin' Donuts. I says Dunkin' Donuts is like Amazon back in Thailand. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Thank you for coming. Walking around Central Park here in New York City. Took a holiday, came on out. Yeah, I've got some videos coming. I have part 2 of the Chicago video coming, and then I'll have a 2-part video from New York coming, Mike. First day we were down at the Statue of Liberty and walking around Times Square and so forth. And then part 2 will be Empire State Building. Yeah, it should be fun. It should be a good time. Part 2 will be Empire State Building and more of the city, walking around the tall buildings. All right, now here is a bridge. I remember coming up before and they told us not to walk here because there was a lot of not so savory characters hanging here, but I think you're safe now. Looks like they got it all taken care of. You have people crossing on top. Matter of fact, I know this bridge, or a couple of these bridges like this, have been in movies. They've used them for different kinds of settings for the movies. So we're going to wander on through here. Can't really see inside yet, but you can see the other side looks okay. Oh, I'll be willing to bet that this park is probably a couple, 2-3 miles long, and maybe, if I'm guessing, a mile wide at least. Yeah, see, before this we were warned not to come in here, but they've got it all cleaned up and stuff. I don't think there's any homeless people or anything living down here now. We were in Chicago last week. It was so beautiful there, but man, there was a lot of homeless people living under the bridges and stuff, more than I would have thought. Over here we haven't seen too many. Seems like it's bustling again real good. Didn't take long before New York bounced back, kind of like Bangkok. Just walking through Central Park here. Appreciate everybody showing up. 5 people in the chat today. Hope everybody's doing well. I know it's evening back in Southeast Asia, early in the... There you go. Yeah, it's early morning here. It's not early, it's 9. When I did Chicago, I started an hour early. It was 8 o'clock in the morning there because I didn't want to start, they do an hour change from Chicago to New York, so started a bit early, so it was still the same time. All of these pass, I don't know where everybody's at. Thanks for coming, Nikki. If you're leaving, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Appreciate the support from everybody that's come here today. Still walking through New York Central Park. It is pretty neat. I think he's done walking. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, we're taking the outskirts around. There's some paths that go right through the middle. Hi, Tanae and Bem. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Yeah, it's great. I mean, this park especially, because everybody comes here just to go exercise. Yeah, this park is great for, I mean, how big this city. Hi, Nanette. How are you? Thank you. This city is so big that if they had to drive to go ahead and do this exercise and everything else, it would be a real pain. And with this being so close, they can come over here and just exercise. So yeah, we're at Central Park in New York City. And we're walking the outskirts. There's a lake right there, a small little pond, lake on the other side. We'll take a walk on over there and take a quick peek at that. I appreciate everybody coming to support me today. So last night I did a little impromptu from Times Square, and I was a bit tipsy when I did it, and I was having too much fun, I think. I had a lot of people show up at the same time, and it's actually kind of amazing to see so many people come when I didn't I didn't post any pre-video that we were going to do it, so I walk on down this way by the lake. The tour of America is almost over though, Dave. Only one more week. And then they'll be back to the tour of Thailand. Oh, concert yesterday. That sounds like fun. I'll show you just on the back of this. All the tall buildings. It really, truly is amazing. See, there's this beautiful park. And then when you get here, and it's just crazy how you have these enormous buildings here. There's no, it's too cold here for Crocs, thank God. Hey Joe, how are you? Thank you for coming. Let's see, can we see? Yeah, I want to get a couple more of these tall buildings in here. And just look at how big these are. It's incredible. I mean, like I said, we have some big buildings in Bangkok, but these are, and they're getting bigger and bigger. Soon these will be small. And there's one just to the right of that tall one. It's behind a tree. I was hoping to get that. That's even taller. Just crazy. The Twin Towers were the tallest towers together until the Petronas Towers, until they built them in Malaysia. Those became the biggest ones. You live here, Joe, you live in New York? So we're going to walk a little bit. There's some vehicles coming through here, probably just, yeah, work vehicles, garbage. maintenance. You want to walk that way? Okay, we're gonna take the hard way down. She's gonna try and kill me walking down these steps here. Looks like I'm back in Thailand. Rock steps. You can walk along the water. I'm okay. It's good. Just gotta keep dry right here. Sorry, looking down, not straight up. So now you can see the other tower I was talking about, Mike. That one's even taller and they're still working on that. Just crazy how big they're getting. And it seems like each one's trying to outdo the last one. I had Dunkin' Donuts, Joe. I went ahead and we walked on by a couple Starbucks. I'm not a fan of that. And then we went to, we seen a Dunkin' Donuts on the way, so we stopped. I had a coffee from Starbucks the other day and I swear it made my stomach sour for the rest of the day. Not a big fan of that. So, what do you got? Oh, here. Okay. Nanette, there's your crocodile. That's all we got here. Just turtles. Lots of turtles. Probably fish, everything else. We don't have no lizards or any of that stuff here. Just a turtle. I guess this is just a photo op here. Nothing else going on here. Oh, we can walk that way. Yeah, big turtle, big tortoise. Airplane going by, not too far. 3 airports near New York. There's JFK, which is largely an international airport. LaGuardia, which is in Queens, and then we have Newark, which is just on the other side of Manhattan Island. Walk a little bit more. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Keep on walking, see what we got over here. I don't know if we're going any farther, just by the other pond. Oh, just another pond here. All this is in the center of New York City. So how cool is that? Step on down here. Now, if you've seen this, you'd think you're out in the country somewhere, and yet you're not. You're right in the middle of the city. Beautiful. Little bench. Old people. I guess that'd be me now. Oh, here we go. Hey, Paul, how are you? There we go. 1, 2. Oh, now they're going away. They're scared. They think I'm going to do something. Oh, so many. Lots of turtles. All right, we're going to walk a little farther. We'll take a look at the skyline again and keep walking. I appreciate everybody coming today, walking with me. I'm going to head on up. Keep walking. There's a real big lake coming up here. So we're going to follow these little paths. So we're walking down these small little pathways around here now. This is kind of what I remember when I was here, but I said that was years ago. This almost looks like back in Michigan walking through the park. Coming up here again to the main road. We'll follow that down. There's one more big lake here, which was my goal to go all the way around it today and back. PJ Clark's. I'll have to look that up. Oh, one's broken down, I guess. Yeah, you know, when the pandemic hit, it was the same thing that happened in all the big cities. Bangkok was shut down, but here, New York City was shut down. There was nobody. The streets were empty. And to see them like they were yesterday was amazing. If you guys get a chance, you want to take a look at Times Square at night. I was there last night. It's only about 20-minute video, 25-minute live stream I did. Don't be offended. I was a bit tipsy. I just came out of Margaritaville, had a few margaritas, and I decided to do a live stream. A little bit loud, doing a little bit of work. Late at night? Well, I guess, but when you're coming out of a bar, it's not a good thing. And I don't usually drink, so I was just in the mood for some margaritas, and Margaritaville was there, and geez, almost $60, $70 later, it came on out, so not cheap to drink, that's for sure. Maybe that's why I don't drink too much. People still jogging, still walking. We're still following it around. What a beautiful day. Couldn't have asked for better days here in Chicago last week and New York City this week. Went to the Statue of Liberty yesterday. That was on Cal's bucket list. She had to see the statue. Yeah, oh yeah. And I still think at night they have the horse and carriage that's lit up, you know, and you can take that around the park. It's really nice and it's not very expensive. I think only probably about $20 or $25 for a half hour, and it takes you all around the park. Nice day. I guess early, man, probably all the time they're out there doing work. I mean, they got to keep this big park all clean and stuff. Don't want to fall into disarray like it was before. Yeah, I started saying that we were at the Statue of Liberty yesterday. That was on Cal's bucket list. First thing on her bucket list was Disney World. So we did that when she got back in 2019. And then because of COVID, we couldn't do too much of anything. You know what? They are letting you up to the Crown now again. For a long time, they didn't. We didn't go up to the Crown only because the charge to get up there is incredible. We ended up paying like $130 just to go to the island and around for two people. And go up to the Crown was over $200, and I just couldn't justify spending $200 to go on up. Very expensive. Kind of walking. I don't know really where I'm going. Yeah, really expensive. I remember when I was in Dubai before COVID, probably 2017 or 18, to go up to the top of the Burj Khalifa was like $110. per person. So very expensive to do some of these things. When we went to Chicago last week to go up to the top of the Sears Tower, or Willis Tower now it's called. It was once the tallest building in the world. To go up to the top of that was like $41 a piece. I remember going up to the top for like 18. So like everything else, inflation, getting expensive. Back on the main road, many people walking, having a good time. Swedish Cottage Theater. Okay, have a theater down here. Take a little walk. Looks like they might have some kind of a movie night or something out here. Looking around. So just the diversity here. Take a walk and see what's at the top of the steps. I don't know what's up here, but we will look. Nice flower garden. Doing some kind of work here. Back down around. Just poking my nose in every corner until somebody tells me I can't. And back down. Nothing special there. And back on the path. I was hoping some of my American friends would be able to join in too. But they're either sleeping or working, one or the other. I might have to do some more from here, do another night video, be an early morning video for back there. Seems like my Southeast Asia people wake up earlier than the people here. New fence going up. Long Park. Still haven't come to the big lake I was talking about. And that's my halfway point, so. Not a lot of people today, but good people. Thank you, everybody. Still walking through Central Park in New York City. Trying to find the big lake so we can make the turn. It's like a nice walking area. Which way? Okay, I'm going to take the busier path this time, she says. Restrooms here. Started off with my hoodie on, and I need to take it off here in a minute, getting warm. I try to get around as much as I can. I don't like doing the same thing over and over if I don't have to. Big open field here. It's like a baseball field. Place for people to sit. So many people here taking pictures and photos. And over here, there's so many people from all authenticity. I've seen many Asians, a lot of Arabic, a lot of Indian, a lot of French, English. Everybody here is from somewhere. I mean, we're not coming over here with, like back in Detroit, it seems like we're just mostly from that area. Baseball diamond. I'm going to take a little turn here. Yeah, there's Filipino. Oh, there's Filipino. I've seen a little bit of everything here in the net. I've seen Filipino. I've seen Thai, obviously. Thai, Chinese. Don't know about Japanese, but I'm sure they're here. And there's been French people and German people and Arab people and Indian people. It's a little bit of everything here. I mean, it's definitely a big mixture here. Sorry, stop for my coffee again while Cal's using the restroom. So we're stuck in neutral for a minute, guys. Stuck in neutral. Cal's going ahead to use the restroom. I don't want to go too far and have her get lost. Or have me get lost. She'll find me. I'm the one that needs the child harness on. Just such a beautiful view. And once again, from the center of the park, and you can still see how tall these buildings are sticking up above the trees. It's amazing. Walk a little farther down here. Now, see how you can see the plane in the background. Crikey.
Or you don't see a match in commercial.
Wow. I don't know how we missed that. Viking Castle. That's pretty amazing. Jeez. Walked right on by this stuff. Guess there's things hidden everywhere here. So I'm waiting for Cal. She's still in the restroom. So that's why we're on pause for a minute. 7 people. We're picking up a little bit more. I appreciate it. Like I said, I have a couple videos that'll come out with the statue and the walk around downtown. That'll be out probably in a week or so. I got part 2 of Chicago coming out before that. Yeah, she usually is making sure I don't get lost. She kind of pushes me in the right direction. When you get old, you have to have somebody take care. She's my caretaker, old people caretaker. Yep, so we're still here. Turn this around for a second. I'm not finishing it, just gonna turn around and talk to you guys. So yeah, Cal's using the restroom, so I'm just wandering around here by myself. I'll head on back towards her so I don't get lost. She's real good at directions. She never gets lost. She remembers which turn we made, where we turned, how we turned. Movie star. Now you're gonna give me a big head. I think I'd be a flop at the show. Wouldn't sell a lot of tickets. So I don't know where she's at. I'm looking. Lost. All right, enough looking at an old man. Let's turn around, look back here. That's a better view. 6 people in the stream. I appreciate it once again. We flew into LaGuardia yesterday morning from Detroit. Flight was nice, only an hour and 10 minutes. She walked into the restroom over here and I haven't seen her since. I'm waiting for her to come back. Maybe she ditched me. Maybe she ditched me, but I know she said she had to go to the bathroom, so she went to the ladies' restroom. I'm just waiting for her to come back. Last time she did that, I lost her for about 40 minutes. I had to go searching for her again. So I know she went back this way because the ladies' room was back here, so. Drinking my coffee. Grab myself a seat while I wait for her. All right, now I can read all the text. Just watching, people watching now for a minute. That's some kind of theater here, right in front of us. They do all kinds of stuff.
Or something, then we just probably have
cleaning it up, getting ready for the summer. Back here in the States, usually Memorial Day is when everything opens up. It's like the beginning of summer season, and you have lots of people out and about doing things, but Memorial Day is when all the stuff gets going. You know, back home the pools open up if you go to the public parks and everything else. So, you know, it's the beginning of the summer season. Right now is still in the spring season. You don't know what kind of weather you're going to get. Like I said, we've been very lucky. We've been lucky with the warm weather, the sunny weather, but in between last week in Chicago and this week, I bet you it rained 3 out of 4 days. Down to 4. Nice day out here. Hoping to get a few people coming in from Michigan and the East Coast here, but nobody chirping in. I have to upgrade my friend list, I guess. Just keep my friends from Southeast Asia. They always support me. Good people. It is about 9:50 in the morning, 9:50. So they should be up. But, you know, it's not just them getting up. A lot of them are still working. A lot of them have, if they're people I worked with, they start work at 6 o'clock in the morning and they work until 2:30. So it's a different time because at the airlines it's a little bit different. And then if you got the retiree people, yeah, you got the retired people, and heck, half those guys don't wake up till 10 o'clock now. You know, I get up back home, we're up every day at about 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And we start our day, and you know, if it's so hot in the middle of the day, we'll take a nap if it's that bad, but you know, because it does get warm in Thailand. But you know, if we don't, we go all day and go to bed about 11 o'clock at night. So don't need so much sleep as I did when I was a kid. But some of the people do. What a beautiful place. I don't know where she went. I'm getting a little worried. It's been about 10 minutes. That's too long for toilet. All right, I'm having a seat here, drinking my coffee, so I'll turn it around. We'll talk again. There we go. Just sitting down, watching the people come by. Yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna get her one of those pet collars. If she gets too far away, I'll give her a shock. then she'll come beat my ass. Yesterday we stopped at Margaritaville, and we had a couple margaritas, and on the way back she was more than a little tipsy. Walking through Times Square, it was funny watching her, looking at all the lights, all the colors, everything else, and being tipsy. So sorry, just sitting here relaxing and waiting for her to come back. Maybe somebody kidnapped her. I'm not happy about that. Runs off by herself. Anyway, so we got 5 people in the stream. We'll be heading back towards Bangkok next week, Tuesday, getting in Wednesday. So maybe one more live stream from around the state somewhere before we head on back. I don't know, we'll see. If not, then there'll be a live stream from Bangkok when we get back. And then we're gonna head on into Hua Hin for drop everything off. And then about a week later, we're gonna head on down to Surin. So I hope to see Bo, and I hope to see Dave and Bobby down there when we get there. I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind. I know it's getting close to rainy season, so I don't know if I want to take the motorbike and ride that far, or if we're just going to hop on the train and get down there. I'll have to send Bo and Dave a private message, and see if maybe we can go ahead and if I can rent a motorbike down there, because I need a way around. Hey, Bo, is there some place to rent motorbikes down there? I know in Bangkok and Hua Hin, you can rent motorbikes all over the place. I just want to make sure I can actually rent a motorbike down there, because I need to get around. I was thinking about driving it, but I'm worried about it being rainy season. So, all right, she's back, so I'm going to turn this around. Let's walk some more. Okay, that's good to know. So, this way, if we go ahead and I come on down, if we take the train, I can rent a motorbike, because I definitely need a way to get around when we get down to Surin. I won't stay on the farm, at least not the Cal's farm, because it's basic. There's no TV, no internet, virtually don't have anything down there to do. So it's just the farm. So I'll stay in the city again. Thank you, I'll tell her. All right, we're gonna walk, we're gonna follow this around. We're still got 5-6 people. It's nice to talk to my friends. Hoping that some people will chirp in at 10 o'clock from here, but no telling. We're back on the path around. Just amazing to see. How did we miss that over there, huh? Yeah, I did. I seen that. I don't know how we missed that. A castle. Pretty outstanding. So we'll come around here. So we're just walking, enjoying. So in another week, it won't be big cities that you guys will be seeing. It'll be back to beaches. Go see beaches and temples again. Plenty of them around in Thailand. Pretty crazy, huh? Medieval temple. And some big buildings behind, and bigger buildings there. God, Broadway is just insane. It's all the lights. You know, actually, if you guys have seen videos of Las Vegas, I actually think Times Square blows Vegas away. It's so amazing. All the lights and, God, the people. There's just so many people, and there's hot dog shops and smoothie shops and any kind of food you want to grab off the street they have everywhere. I love Times Square. All kinds of real cool shopping to do. You can get anything you want there. I love Wall Street and the business district. And then obviously you have if you go on down, yeah, that's coming up real soon. Also you'll see the business district is where the statue is. It's the Hudson River and then the North River. They're both together. And what a what an awesome place to walk around down there. They have parks, small parks all along the river waterfront there. And God, just amazing to think about Ellis Island. The first thing people saw when they were coming to the States from Europe was the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. They would see that as the boats were coming in back 60, 70, 80 years ago, 100 years ago. Some kind of statue. Oh, for Poland. Okay, that's pretty cool. No, Cheers was filmed in Boston. Boston. At the Bull and Finch pub. They called it Cheers on the TV show, but it was at the Bull and Finch pub. That's I've been there before. I actually was there while they were still filming there. So it was pretty cool. We'll take a look back where we just came by the river here. Yeah, that was done in Boston. Trying to think what else. A lot of shows are filmed in Chicago. You know what else was filmed here was Friends, the TV show Friends. That was done here. Seinfeld was done here. I'm trying to think what else. A lot of TV shows. So over here, what they do, you can see they put up scaffolding and they cover it all up when they're working on restoring places. You'll see many of these places around where they got the scaffolding up. All right, there she is. People said they didn't see her. There's Cal. She's walking along the waterfront, or the lake here, looking for more turtles, I think. All right, let's walk some more. I think people come here for lunch. People come here for lunch and hang out here, and what a great place to sit around and watch. People watch. I wonder what's going on here. They're all waiting in line for something. I must be doing some kind of photo shoot of some sort. Maybe tourists. Been a good stream. People still watching. That's cool. Oh, everybody's coming here with their cameras because I guess it's a good photo op for the buildings, tall buildings. Yeah. Maybe birds, I don't know. I don't know what they're looking at. Some kind of birds, bird watchers, I guess. Wildlife. That's our wildlife here. Squirrel. Who knows what they're looking at? I think it's some kind of birds. A lot of bird watchers here. You wouldn't think you'd get a lot of birds in the middle of the city, but who knows? You know, Manhattan is an island. So you have the Bronx, you have Queens, you have Staten Island. What did I miss? Manhattan, there's 5 of them. 5, I guess, boroughs, provinces here in New York. Go this way? All right, she's telling me to take this way, so we're going down here. That's just a big road. These are nicer to walk on by, see what they got going on. You can see these lights here. I'll show you when we get closer. At night, they come on, but they're very dim. But it certainly is a nice look to it. Here we go. These all turn on at night. This one's on now. But that's as bright as it gets. And at night, it's actually kind of cool. You walk around through here and all these lights are on, and it's just barely enough to light stuff up. Go this way because you're taking me back that way. All right. Now we're over an hour. Not a booming stream, but we had people here the whole time. That's good. Everybody talking to each other. I love that. Haunted houses. Heck, I'm sure there's plenty of them here. 6 people. After 10 o'clock. You've done good. Nice stream. Garden goes, the ramble. Okay, so where are we here? How come there's nothing that says you are here? Should be. There used to be a place called Strawberry Fields. That's named after John Lennon, who was killed here, for people who know John Lennon from the Beatles. They put that park in there after he was shot. Launch a drone. I need the drone. You know, I want to get a drone. I've been talking to Jason from JJ Drones, and he kind of gave me a website to go on to get my, I guess it's a license or permit or whatever, but I need to go ahead and get a drone. Now I wouldn't do one here because I think it'd be too much going on here, but when I get back to Thailand, it'd be really nice to have a drone. So we're making the big loop and we're heading back towards the big buildings. And later on today, we're going to go ahead and go up to the Empire State Building.
Because I was like,
I don't know. I haven't, you know, I know Bobby bought one, but I think Bobby had a license already. I don't know if he had to get a different license for his new drone or not. When I get to Surin, I'll sit down and talk with him and see. I just know that I want to get a drone because a lot of places I go, it'd be great to have a drone and take you around and be able to get some vantage points with the drone rather than just me walking. So we're walking back towards the big buildings. I'm probably gonna have to stop back and charge my phone in a little bit. Yeah, I think the Mini Pro or the Mini, Bobby said to get something with object avoidance. He said especially for just learning how to fly. He says you want to go ahead and don't want to fly it into trees or anything. So of course if I start learning, hey Ray, how are you? Yeah. you seen the video last night, huh? I was trying to explain to these people I was a bit tipsy last night walking around in Times Square. It was a fun video, but maybe not something everybody should do. Yeah, I'm talking about getting a drone, and Bobby recommended the Mini 3 to learn with, so that may be what I invest in. Yeah, we're in Central Park today, Ray. So it's a nice little walk early in the morning. Well, it's not early anymore, already after 10. Nice little walk along. I don't know what the heck that is. Take a walk and see what this building is. Lots of doggies. Good dog walk. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. More people joining in. Good to see everybody.
Now all states have different rules and regulations.
Luan, how are you? Glad to see you. If I miss you, I'm sorry. I'm busy walking down a hill here and I don't want to roll down the hill. So I don't know what this building, here we go. What a sight, huh? If you can see all the big buildings behind. It's pretty cool. So we're heading back out, walking towards the big buildings now. It's funny, my friend Ray showed up. He was here last night. He actually was on my impromptu live stream, so he seen me last night walking through Times Square. I had too much fun, I guess. After more than a couple margaritas, 2 or 3 margaritas, I was feeling pretty good and having fun. Boathouse. I don't know where you take a boat here. Only a tiny little lake. It says boathouse, though. Gonna wander a little bit. And so when I get back, I'm gonna have to charge the phone a little bit too. I'll walk on down this way. 7 people in my stream. 8 people in the stream. Yeah, people are waking up now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy to see you all. Okay, a boathouse for the little lake. I guess. Must be small rowboats or something to have a boathouse, but this might be the other side of where we were walking earlier. It's not open, it looks like closed. Big buildings in the background. And still walking. Well, it's now my longest video. Not my most popular, but my longest. I wanted to show everybody the walk through Central Park. Police department out there. A lot of people. 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, there's the boat. So there's the boathouse keeps the rowboats. So I'm assuming that you can go ahead and get out here and row around the little lake if you want. Closed right now, like I said, once again, probably opened up on Memorial Day here, the end of May. So many. All right, look how many rowboats. I guess, God, if everybody was out on a rowboat here, there would be no room to row. Pretty cool. They put all those rowboats in, it'd be just a sea of rowboats. Oh, there's a fountain coming up. That looks pretty cool. People with camera equipment. Everybody comes to Central Park for filming. The fountain ahead of us, we have to go see that. Looks pretty neat. Musician, street musician playing. Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon. Somebody playing. Well, let me look at the paintings, see what we got here. Central Park. Wow, that's pretty cool. I usually like buying stuff like this when you see street vendors. Heck, my house is covered with paintings from street vendors. That is too cool. I might come back here in a minute. Pack one of them. Let's go check out the fountain. Yeah, my house is covered with paintings from around the world. Usually when I see street vendors out, you know, people that are doing the paintings themselves, that's where I buy my art from. It's not about having a name on the art, it's about that I help somebody out and I got something that I like. All right, so we're at the fountain for everybody that's stuck around. How pretty is that? And we're gonna go around the back side of this so you can get the whole thing, the whole picture of it. We were in Chicago last week and the fountain wasn't working yet. This one is. Okay, now wait till I turn this. You guys are gonna love this. So if you follow this, and then, what a view, huh? You got the fountain, and you got the tall buildings behind, and the bridge that goes underneath and through. That is cool. All right, everybody, we're almost finished. What a great way to go ahead and end a video over here in front of the fountain and in front of the tall buildings and stuff. So I really appreciate you guys who stuck around with me for 70 minutes. Geez, Dave, been here. Most of you guys have been here for 60, 70 minutes, and I really appreciate it. I'll be back in Thailand another week. I may get another video in here before I go, another live stream, but if I don't, the next one should be coming from back in Bangkok. And I will let you go ahead and go, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out the Statue of Liberty and part 2 of Chicago. I got a bunch of videos coming up from here. Much appreciated, everybody. Take care. We'll see you soon.